All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with the losers final of the Astronauts Invitational. We've got NRG Esports going up against Ghost Gaming, and there's the early goal from NRG, sending a message that earlier match we saw might have been a fluke. We'll have to see if Ghost Gaming can keep pace, but NRG coming out strong right out of the break.
Yeah, NRG won vengeance for getting dropped down to the lower bracket. It's a rematch, the very first match that we witnessed on stream tonight, NRG versus Ghost. And let's see if NRG is going to get another goal in. No, it's not going to happen that quickly. Memory trying to wrap around that ball. Turbo Pulsa leaves it for Garrett in the corner. He finds a gap, gets it past the midfield line. Lucian gets his hands on that ball. Atomic through the sidelines has his ball taken away from him as he tries to start a push. No boost left in his tank. And Garrett G pushes that one forward. Shot on target, easy to save for Lucian. Probably should have gone for the save. For the pass. Justin was just waiting there, ready to take on a ball.
Yeah, and maybe that's just a little bit of getting in the groove here as Lucian tries to make something happen. That's going to be Justin. A little touch for the save there. But yeah, maybe just getting warmed up a little bit. We did have a little, the matches were still going, just off stream, and there's going to be, the best name we've seen all night getting that goal for Ghost Gaming.
Yep, just good ball control. Saw the rebound, wrapped around, kept the ball on his roof. It's a fairly simple thing to do if you practice it hours upon hours upon hours. And actually, you don't need to practice that much. It's just a straightforward, from the playbook, dribble to wrap around and put it away. Shot on target saved by Justin. The clash for the ball in the midfield. Garrett with a slight push forward as he finds himself running out of boost mid-play. And they're going to have to deflect that one off to the corner. It's a quiet start, all things considered. Yes, we have had 2 goals on the board, but it's, they haven't been screamers. They were just well played out goals that, you would expect either of these teams to score. They are both definitely having respect from one another.
Yeah, just one of those kind of, calling plays out of the playbook. As Memory tries to find something, they're going to go high off the crossbar. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing where these teams are having to scramble for goals. It's very methodical. They're setting plays up, and they're committing, and they're capitalizing on those plays. So it's not as hectic as we've seen certain games get where, you're having to adjust on the fly.
Push forward coming in from Garrett. Gets a second touch on that as well off of the sidewall ramp. Memory trying to keep control of the ball. Turbo Pulsa jumping in there. Atomic finding the gap behind his car. Resolution goes for that ball. Past the midfield line. Passed on to Atomic. And the save coming out from Garrett covering the upper 90. Demo onto Turbo Pulsa. The ball is already on its way out of the blue half yet again. Ball off of the side wall. Turbo Pulsa. Memory trying his best, but he can't prevent that one from happening.
Man, that's got to be brutal. You just, you're looking out of your windshield up at the ball the entire time knowing there's nothing you can do about that one. Turbo Pulsa sending it home to give NRG now the 1-goal lead at the halfway mark.
Yep, just after the halfway mark, we have a 1-goal lead. Looking to turn that straight back into an even game. Not going to happen as the shot was a little wide. Lucian tries another one. Leaves it for Memory. Bit of a weak shot there. Could have probably made a better move on that play, but they're not quite done yet as Memory is still pushing forward, applying pressure on NRG. Haven't cleared the ball away just yet, allowing Ghost Gaming to kind of set foot in the final third, and they will take that space gladly.
Yeah, it's something that I think Ghost Gaming kind of realized they needed to do while they were facing Cloud9 previously. Big save from Garrett G there as Lucian tried to find the net. But just keeping pace and Ghost Gaming controlling the ball, controlling the possession. That's kind of how they were able to take some of those, plays off of Cloud9. Recognizing here that they need to do the same against NRG.
Well done by Lucian, blocking that shot before it even has a chance to leave the car. Save coming out from Memory. Atomic will follow that ball in the corner. Off the side wall, past Turbo Pulsa. Rebound is covered. Sent back to the midfield line where it's popped back up by Memory. Was a misflip by Justin, leaves the ball over to NRG. Turbo Pulsar not quite able to put that one on target. Goes for the pass on Garrett. It's intercepted and turned into a shot on target cross map, which Justin has little trouble saving. There's not a lot of time left for Ghost Gaming to get the equalizer. There's a shot on the post. No follow-up available. It's Turbo Pulsar, flips it over Memory Atomic. Coming in from behind, looking for the pass. It's nicely placed, but Turbo Pulsar positions himself perfectly, and there's the shot from Aleutian from just about halfway up the map.
Aleutian, being the clutchest player out there right now, ties it up to 2 against NRG. The clock is dwindling down, about 38 seconds left to play here. So one of these goals could be the final one and the first game win in this series in our losers final.
Yep, might be going into overtime. Or we might see a winner before that clock hits 0. Whatever happens, it's going to happen soon. Pass onto Justin, forced to play that into the corner. Slight inaccuracies on that. It's been a long day for these players. As Turbo Pulsar comes off of the backboard, they can't quite clear that away. The downwards angle shot is saved from the inside of the net by Aleutian. Sends that off into the corner. Will they turn this into a counter? They're going to try, but this ball is going to get picked up by Justin, and he is going to try to get the buzzer beater on this. He has plenty of boost left. Uses the help of Garrett as well. Memory will slam that against the sidewall, trying to get the pinch. Turbo Pulsar keeps the ball alive, but ultimately it slams on the ground, and we are into overtime in the first game of the series.
All right, game number 1 going into overtime. We've seen a couple of these overtimes end pretty quickly, though. A lot of teams seem to have a little idea in mind going off of these kickoffs in OT. Garrett G tries to get something going, but Aleutian going to clear that one out. Justin up high, getting that touch. And yeah, neither one of these teams wants to drop this game because this is a big one. This is for tournament life in this losers final.
Oh, yeah.
Cloud9 waiting in winners. Here comes Memory with the goal for Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, just about 29 seconds into overtime. Nicely played by Aleutian, and Justin, he got spooked by that one. There was realistically little chance that Aleutian went for the angle there. It was a rebound off of the backboard, but Justin got spooked. He jumped trying to save a shot that he thought was intended for the far post, but in the end, it was not intended for any post. And in essence, he just opened up the near post for the winner, and Ghost Gaming take game number 1.
Yeah, that's something, you know, I mentioned it when we started, you know, that first match. I'm like, you know, Ghost Gaming, it's only 4 teams. They're kind of an underdog in a way, the 4th seed. You know, all these teams are super close in skill. But the way they've been able to just match up against NRG, I think, at least to me, is a little bit surprising. They just seem to be able to clutch those out at the very end.
Absolutely. They usually keep it close for most of the game, but ultimately their moves just make a lot of sense. I mean, look at the number of shots. They forced a lot of saves out of NRG, but every single one of those saves put them in a position where they could continue their play, and that's really what you want from a save. You want to force your opponent out of position, and you also want to force them to make, well, what seems like a poor clear, because, well, it doesn't really clear the ball out. And Ghost Gaming have become very adept at doing that, especially in tonight's matches. And I'm thinking that that may be one of the improvements that their coach was talking about that we might be seeing here today. Whether it was or not, it definitely is. And NRG is going to have to find a solution here because, yes, they are they are doing a good effort at defending. But in the end, look at that. That's how Ghost Gaming starts off game 2. Just a straight up air dribble from the kickoff.
Yeah, Atomic just seeing the opening there, knows he's got it on target, and carries that one all the way home. Ghost Gaming with the early 1-goal lead in game number 2. Again, this losers final, a best of 5. And then once we move on to the grand finals, of course, that will be a best of 7. Ghost Gaming, yeah, just doing a great job positioning themselves in this early matchup here against NRG, making sure that they're the ones that have to adjust to them.
And that they are very, very good at doing right now. Yet again, not stopping the aggression against NRG. You've seen an air dribble coming from Justin, tries to hand it off to Garrett. He puts it against the post. Could have played that a bit more cleanly. and that would have been a goal. I love the move itself, the idea. Unfortunately, it falters in execution by a few inches. The NRG's still not done just yet. Shot on target, blocked by Atomic. Off into the corner, and he's going to use this to open up another play. NRG, they need to watch out. They cannot concede too much space in their final third.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that Ghost Gaming has just done such a great job on defense here. You know, even though NRG has been able to keep up that pressure, Ghost Gaming stayed very solid. There's Atomic looking to sneak one by Turbo. He's able to get the clear now in the hands of Justin. Tries to get something up. And Memory with the contest.
Ball pops up into the air as Lucian picks up off of the backboard. Garrett gets taken out of the play, but he's going to respawn by the time the ball reaches his half. And now Justin off to Garrett. Wonderful play. He had options. He went for the pass, and it was just the right choice to make.
Great stuff from NRG there. Justin doing a great job of setting up Garrett G for that goal. And yeah, just love the awareness out of Justin. You could almost feel him weighing his options there on what was the best choice. And he made the correct one. NRG now tied with Ghost Gaming at 1-1.
So we are seeing more goals than in game number 1, at least at this time of play. Floodgates have opened a little later than that, but maybe we're in for a higher scoring game this time around the block. Pass on to Atomic, and that was a lot of distance gained with very little boost from Atomic. Well played on his part, making the most use of his flips. Ultimately, that play ends nowhere as Turbo Pulsar comes out with another clear. Lucian setting up Atomic here off of the backboard. No one there for the third touch as Turbo Pulsar covers the backboard, sends it back out to the midfield, nearing halftime. And yet again, after both teams score a goal, the game stabilizes somewhat, with midfield control being a major issue of contention here. Now Lucian!
Oh, no!
Oh, he gets it off his post! Oh, so close! That was the only option he had, and he pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, he set himself up perfectly for that one and just millimeters off target. Gonna cost him that goal. That could have been huge for Ghost Gaming as we near that 2-minute mark. And now we'll see if NRG can respond. Another one just barely off target.
You see Garrett G go for another setup into the corner. Justin has no boost though, and that gives free ball control over to Ghost Gaming. No Memory on target. Justin sends it past the midfield line. Lucian will follow that up. Just keep the ball away from NRG Esports for the time being. You don't want to give them too much ball control. Managed to get a couple of important saves from both teams. Oh, good save. Just as I say that, Garrett gets another one. Atomic with a laser beam of a shot. That is also not going to find the net for the time being. It's been quite a while since we've last seen a goal scored. Both teams still quarreling over that midfield. Every now and then we see a striker or two push through to the final third, but there he is quickly shut down by a defense that both teams are fielding very well tonight.
Yeah, I think it's just great composure out of Ghost Gaming. You know, in this earlier matchup, we saw some overcommits, especially on defense out of Ghost Gaming, where they were just sort of swarming the ball. But the composure, I think, is the word out of both of these teams. As the clock dwindles down, there's Atomic. The great setup and a great goal.
A great sub indeed, but it was not so well thought out clear from Justin. Perfect setup from Memory though, bounces off of the ceiling. And Atomic has been looking for one of these downwards angle shots for quite a while now, so I think he'll be happy with himself that he finally got it.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Right when Ghost Gaming kind of needed it most, they find themselves with a 1-goal lead as we near 30 seconds remaining. Garrett G, though, wants to keep this play alive for NRG, but the ball is going to be cleared out now.
30 seconds remaining. They're going to have to see a goal from NRG if they don't want to find themselves down by 2 games. And Ghost Gaming in the driver's seat. Atomic with a save. Justin looking for Turbo. Oh, he places himself a bit too far forward. All he can do is slam it against the crossbar. Now Garrett trying to carry it in front. Justin finds the corner of the woodwork. This is coming back into scoring position, but no one from NRG is actually in position to try and make an attempt on that. That final few seconds could have been played better by NRG. It's like they had no faith in themselves anymore. That means that Ghost Gaming is up by 2 games in the elimination match.
That's right. Potentially the last match we're going to see between these two teams. If Ghost Gaming is able to, secure this next victory here, they'll have swept NRG in losers finals and sent NRG packing. Yeah, just some great composure out of both of these teams, but NRG just seems to be, I don't even know if struggling is the right word, because they don't look like they're struggling out there playing. It's very evenly matched, but just those final moments of the last 2 games have just, Ghost Gaming has been able to, swing it in their favor.
They really have. And they might just be about to sweep NRG. People thought it was an upset when they first beat NRG in the first match of the night. And I mean, it was a little bit of an upset, but we've pointed out, both of these teams are in the RLCS. It's the highest league that this esport currently offers, and will probably ever offer. So, both teams, you can never really call it an upset because both teams are professionals. But, beating them once and then sweeping them on the second attempt? I mean, yes, TurboPulsar has only just arrived with his team yesterday in the States. He's got to be jet-lagged to hell and back. And that is certainly going to put a hamper on his performance. But still, Ghost Gaming is looking so much better than in the DreamHack campaign. But this time, TurboPulsar will score first for NRG.
Yeah, there's TurboPulsar waking up a little bit. Maybe he's catching his second wind here. But yeah, I think you made some great points about the matchup and, the potential upset. It's one thing, okay, if you take a series off of NRG as Ghost Gaming. And then it's another thing to sweep them in these clutch moments at the very end, like first game going to overtime, but NRG waking up a little bit as Justin gonna get that goal to extend NRG's lead to 2. Yeah, it's, a sweep is a different thing, and they kind of clutched up at the very end a couple of these games, so they just look, solid.
2 goals in the lead, and NRG coming out strong for this game, realizing that this could be the elimination game. Cross back into the corner as Atomic picks up the ball, tries to keep it under control. Garrett G looking to open up a play. Lucian doesn't quite get the block. Backward is covered by Atomic. No follow-up attempts made by NRG. Lucian and Garrett G blow each other up, and that is an open net for TurboPulsar. Picks up his second goal of the game.
Yeah, seems that NRG, at least in this game, have made the necessary adjustments. Now it's an uphill battle for Ghost Gaming with that 3-0-0 lead against them. So we'll have to see if they can make some adjustments. It's one thing to be battling within a couple goals like the first 2 games, but now we're really going to see what they're made of if they can claw this one back within reach.
Certainly not a best start for Ghost Gaming.
No, yeah.
But I mean, they are still up by 2 in this series, and I think that counts more right now. They could potentially lose 2 games in a row without it doing anything for their tournament standing. That's right now it's NRG with all the pressure, but NRG thrive under pressure, and they've shown that time and time again. Garrett G shot on target, saved by Memory. This time around, they're not going to allow a 4th one to cross the line. Atomic, plenty of boost, is waiting for the handoff to Illusion, and it was perfectly played. That's how you score a goal.
Nah, that just such a great setup there. You could read it, Illusion setting himself in that perfect position to get that goal right on the corner of the net. Ghost Gaming now answering back finally. 3 minutes left to play. They've got some time to work with. They've managed to cut the lead to 2, but NRG wanted that quick one. Here comes Justin, but Memory's going to sweep across the top of that car for that clear out. And here comes Ghost Gaming on the offensive.
Yep, they're throwing everything up front right now. They want to finish this affair in 3 games and not a single additional one. They've still got 250 to get 2 more goals on the board. Memory trying it down Main Street. Up in the air, gets blocked. A Lucian angle straight onto Garrett. Doesn't even have to move to get a save. Memory and Illusion both bunched up in the corner. Are going to have to watch out here. Tommy comes in, tags out for Memory, who retreats, picks up some boost in his own half. And now carries the ball to the midfield, where it's intercepted by Garrett. Tries for the ground pinch, but Illusion gets in between it. And Ghost Gaming is winning ball control right now, and they're finding their way back into this match. Gonna have to intercept that pass to Garrett, which Memory does. NRG trying over and over again with those quick and directed, targeted passing plays. It's been working 3 times so far. But Ghost Gaming is slowly crawling back into this game, and NRG is gonna have to watch out not to let them crawl too far.
Yeah, they've just been doing a great job of not crumbling under NRG's pressure, which I think we saw them do a couple times in that first matchup.
Ooh, they do get the save here, but Ghost Gaming is finding themselves bunched up in one spot. See a double commit there as well. As NRG seems to make them fumble under their pressure. Ghost Gaming needs to take a breather. They need to realize, okay, don't panic. Yes, they're up by 2, but we are up by 2 in the series, and that is what counts right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest mistakes Ghost Gaming could make right here is sort of letting this one get out of control and kind of get in their heads about it. This is just one game in a best of 5. They've got some room to work with. They're in a great position here. Justin!
Wonderful scoop! But he
the
gets
follow!
The Turbo Pulsa is there for the second touch. What a thing of beauty from Justin. Swoop! Well saved by Memory, too. And unfortunately, and when you save one like that from the roof of your goal, you have to rely on your teammates being there to prevent the second shot from going in. And Turbo Pulsa was just way too well positioned for that.
Yeah, it was great stuff out of both Justin and Turbo Pulsa there. So NRG going to extend this lead, and I think it's a mental game for Ghost Gaming at this point. Might have to cut your losses. Yeah, this is a cut your losses kind of game. Move on to the next one and secure that one.
It's the exact same thing. Gets the flip reset, scoops it, and 2 members of Ghost Gaming on the goal line. Neither of them managed to get to the ball in time. It's just, I don't know what is happening. Ghost Gaming seems to be panicking, and because they are panicking, they open up holes, gaping holes in their defense, and NRG is relentless in punishing those. Ghosts need to calm down. They are up by 2 in the series. They have nothing to lose at this point unless, well, they lose the next 2 games, and they are certainly on their way to losing the first one.
Yeah, that's one of those things that, like, Rocket League can be such a momentum-heavy game, not even just within the 5-minute match, but the series overall. So if you let a scoreline like this kind of get in your head, change the way you're playing, and just sort of beat you down a little bit, it can carry on to that next game, and then all of a sudden you had a 2-0 series lead, and now you're on game 5. So Ghost Gaming have to recover here a little bit. They were able to with that goal out of Illusion to get 2 up on the board.
Oh, they want
another one. It seems that they've woken up some here.
It's wide. Illusion is waiting on the prowl. He's just waiting for the right moment to jump in. Oh, Atomic with the whiff. And that is probably it. They needed to turn that play into a goal in order to have a chance at catching up 3. At first I thought, well, that one goal, it's probably not really a biggie because they're still trailing. Well, they do get another one, but that's 2 seconds for 2 goals.
It's a tough
They
ask.
need to score 2 kickoff goals in a row. Wouldn't put it past them. We've certainly seen crazier things in Rocket League, but, you know.
It's tough. It's unlikely. It can happen, but perhaps unlikely.
Yeah, no, that's over. Ghost Gaming kind of gave away this game. I'm not sure what happened there. Ever since the NRG went up by 3, Ghost Gaming started clawing their way back, and then they just started panicking. Yeah. And I know that they are experienced enough that this shouldn't happen. So I don't know why it happened.
Yeah, it can be just even a little communication breakdown. Something just sort of spirals out of control. And again, this has been a long day for a lot of these teams. You know, that tight 4-team invitational, you're playing match after match, not a lot of downtime, not a lot of time to rest. So some things can sort of fall apart in that marathon style play. And maybe that's just another aspect that Ghost Gaming needs to look into. Again, they looked very solid games 1 and 2, but maybe they just sort of hit that break point in the mental game, and it just sort of fell apart a little bit in game 3 there. Of course, score now, Ghost Gaming has 2, NRG has one. Ghost Gaming still on match point. If they can close this one out, they'll be moving on.
Justin is just pulling out the mechanics right now. Again, a wonderful scoop to get past two Ghost Gaming players. Unfortunately, that play didn't turn into anything. And NRG Esports yet again coming out guns blazing. Garrett waiting on the goal line, just looking for the bumps, has retreated now. And Justin is the one who is back home. Pops it up, puts it almost in. Illusion with the Hail Mary save against the goalpost. Close call, but NRG are just riding the momentum into this game.
Yeah, Justin definitely feeling himself. The mechanics are on point, and he's committed to carrying this NRG squad, setting up his players in great ways. But here's Atomic trying to get something going. Memory with a second touch. And a save there again from Justin. So Ghost Gaming, you know, not mentally out of this one yet. You always worry after a match like that, is it going to get in their heads and carry over into that next game? But Justin just looks dead set on making these plays happen every time he's in possession of that ball.
Pass on to Justin, slightly overshot. Memory off of the ceiling, intercepted by Turbo Pulse. Straight onto Illusion, though. That pinch didn't really go anywhere. Atomic goes up in flames. Justin yet again trying to sneak that one past Memory. Won't be able to do that this time around. Memory slowly opening up another play. Out of boost now, looking to block the attempt from Garrett G as the ball gets slammed down onto the ground in front of the net, but Justin doing a good job at keeping control of this ball, blowing up Memory as he tries to go for the block. Didn't get the touch on the ball to set up a midfield opportunity. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here from Justin in these past few games. He has been imperative in getting NRG back into the series, has worked tirelessly to score and set up opportunities for his team.
Yeah, that's just what NRG needs right now. Of course, facing elimination, you know, this is it. This could be their run if Ghost Gaming is able to secure this one. Garrett G tried to get that shot on goal. It was Illusion soaring by to clear that one out. Yeah, so this game a little bit more, you know, it's fast-paced action, but the score line has slowed down as we're at that halfway point, and it's 0-0. Goose eggs all around.
Yeah, the tensest game in this series so far. Single mistake could cost NRG the series here. This Ghost Gaming have recollected themselves. And the most important thing is they don't start panicking every time the ball gets close to their goal. We do see a double commit on defense, just as I say that. But it's the first one in a while. Scared off of the backboard. Quiet game now as we have reached the 2-minute mark. Atomic sends that forward. Is in the corner right now. It's cleared off of the backboard. Illusion and Memory both on their ways home. A miss! But Atomic takes out Garrett G, who was the passing station for that play, the intended recipient. And that pretty much killed that play. Very well-timed demolition indeed. Illusion with a touch. We're going to have to watch out because Justin knows what to do with rebounds like this. Well played into the corner. As Ghost Gaming are focusing on a solid defense right now, but they're going to have to score. NRG are getting restless, and it shows as the ball just narrowly misses the target right there.
Yeah, clock's starting to wind down to about a minute left. This is one of those situations where you don't want to make any mistakes because it could cost you this game and could potentially force a Game 5 if NRG is able to find something here.
He gets past him, and yet again, it is Justin who takes the initiative. Nice pickup off that ball, plays it over Memory, and then stuffs it past the final defender. That is Justin getting past 3 players in one play. Getting NRG on the board. This might just be what NRG needs to take it to Game 5. But there's still plenty of time left for Ghost Gaming. They need to tie this up. A save coming out from Turbo Pulsa. It's not going to happen that quickly. Memory looking for a pinch downwards, but Justin takes away the ball. And now Illusion. He's got to play it slow, but not too slow as time is running out, and he is completely out of boost. Has this boost taken away from him by NRG. Garrett G is ready for a passing station. Pops the ball up from Turbo Pulsa. Puts it on target. Saved by Memory. Memory is taken out. The follow-up shot is saved by Atomic. Ghost Gaming putting up a valiant defense, but NRG is just peppering shot after shot. And right now, it is Ghost Gaming who need to be making shots. Demo onto Justin. Will they be able to convert this? No, Turboposa with a long distance shot forces Atomic to rotate back. Another shot on target from NRG just keeps Ghost confined to their own half. And that means that we might be going to game 5 as soon as that ball hits the ground or crosses the line. And it's the latter. Turbopulsa takes this to game 5.
All right, there we go. NRG not going out without a fight. They want to find themselves in that grand final against Cloud9. But Ghost Gaming just has to recover. We've seen like they fall apart just in these moments, and NRG is just doing so well on capitalizing on them. And, you know, if it were any other team, it might not be as apparent. But because both of these teams are so well skilled, you know, NRG realizes that that is the time to pounce, and they do there in game number 4, tying up the series 2-2. So we've got a game 5 in this Astronauts Invitational in the losers final between NRG and Ghost Gaming. This is it.
Yep.
This is the tournament life for one of these teams. One of these teams going home, and the other team going to grand finals.
Yep, this is what it all comes down to. Will we have an NRG versus Cloud9 final, or a Ghost Gaming versus Cloud9 final? After this game, we will know. One of these teams will drop out. Who will it be? Ghost Gaming calmed down in game 4. It's just that they calmed down a little too much to the point of being utterly passive and not really doing anything against the offensive onslaught that NRG threw at them in the final minute. They need to find their stride this time, but you gotta watch out, because now there's no more room for mistakes. They've used up their 2 games of lifeline.
Right, they had that opportunity. They could have closed it out game 3, but maybe just the panic sets in a little bit, or you get a little too lax. You think you have more time than you do to make something happen, and NRG is a team that's going to capitalize on that. And that relentless offense that they put on Ghost Gaming at the end of game number 4 there was, I mean, just proof of it. That NRG always has that next level that they can kind of ascend to when they need to.
Another push by NRG. Atomic pops that one up. Will follow it up as well. Uses boost wisely. Gets his flip. No, not quite, actually. This ball taken away from him before he can get his flip. Justin back into the orange corner. Atomic off the backboard. It's trying to keep control of the ball. It's trying to make it as difficult as possible for NRG to turn that into a shot on target. Does his job well. Player comes out. Attempt from memory. Tried to go for the angle there. Didn't end up hitting the ball. And Ghost are looking to get creative here. 2 minutes have been played. No goals yet. Cut the tension with a knife at this point. Both teams know exactly what's on the line here.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit reminiscent of that game number 4 where both of the teams just didn't want to allow themselves any mistakes. Of course, NRG came out on top of that battle where they were just able to dwindle Ghost Gaming down with that relentless offense. But Ghost Gaming putting up a little bit more of a fight here.
Oh, double commit. They did get it. But it does mean that they cannot follow up that clear. They have to use the time that the ball has away from their final third to regroup themselves, spread out. They don't want to be bunched up. Shot on target, saved by Garrett G. He had lots of space in the midfield. Double commit now coming in from NRG. You can see both these teams are getting nervous, and here comes Memory. Yet again, same position, midfield in front of the net. This time, he makes it count.
Great stuff from Memory there. He was explosive earlier in the tournament. I think he had a hat trick earlier in game number 1. He cooled off a little bit, but he's showing up when it counts for Ghost Gaming, securing that goal to get them on the board as we near that 2-minute mark. Ghost Gaming has just the thinnest of cushion to rest on right now, and we'll see if they can extend it with this offensive push.
I think this game is about to explode because now NRG is forced to open up, and with that, Ghost Gaming will see their opportunities, will see their gaps, and try to capitalize on those. I don't think this is the only goal that'll be scored in this game. Aleutian gets bumped out of the way. Justin takes on the ball. Shot on target. And it is in. NRG tie it up.
Man, great stuff. If any man was going to do it, it was Justin. He was high flying in those earlier games, and he's back for another goal with NRG. There's the tying goal, under 2 minutes left to play, and we've seen Ghost Gaming crumble in these situations before. We'll have to see if they can pull it together.
Oh,
and hold on to this.
Saved by Aleutian. Memory wants to turn this into a quick counter. Loses connection to the ball. Now caught in the corner, trying to pass it over. Atomic takes control of the ball, pops it up into the air. Turbo Polsa towards the midfield line, blocks Memory's attempt to send it back to blue. Aleutian loses control of the ball. Atomic sends it back over the midfield line. Scarra G picks it up, gets his flip back, immediately uses it to get extra distance on the ball. Carries it into the corner where Ghost will pick it up. And now Aleutian will be looking for that rebound. Justin beats him to the ball. Final minute is on the board, tied at 1. Game has picked up on pace. It's only a matter of time until what could be the winning goal is scored.
Turbo Pulsar wanted to make something happen there. No follow up from the team, but there's Justin in the corner. Can he get this one in? Tries to take the angle.
It's not going to be that easy. Turbo Pulsa off the frame, tries to get the double tap, doesn't get it. 30 seconds remaining. Justin with a 50-50 win, wins ball control. NRG leaves it to Turbo as he is blown up, and now Turbo's going to have to watch out here. NRG has respawned. So the defense is on the pitch. 10 seconds. Will we see a buzzer beater? Or will this go to overtime? Turbo Pulsa missed once. Up onto the roof. Garrett G has an open lane here.
There it is!
And that is it! The buzzer beater! Perfect pass from Garrett out to Justin, and it's NRG who make the grand final!
No time left remaining. The clutchest of clutchest plays available. NRG get their revenge for that first match that knocked them into losers bracket against Ghost Gaming. You couldn't have it any closer than that. NRG has punched their ticket to the grand finals.
Unbelievable. Ghost Gaming coming out strong into the series, looking to prove that that first series that they won earlier tonight was not a fluke. When NRG stay calm, stay collected, stay cool, adjust, and pull off the reverse sweep against Ghost Gaming. Amazing stuff. A buzzer beater in Game 5. That is exactly what we love to see. What a way to end this series. Ghost Gaming, in the end, has shown tremendous improvement. They have looked the strongest I have seen them in a long, long while tonight. And I think they will be serious contenders in the upcoming RLCS series, season, just based on what we've seen from them tonight. And when things are really on the line, when the World Championship is on the line, or when making it to the World Championship on the line, I'm pretty sure that they will be able to unleash themselves in a way that, you know, a tournament that $5,000 is a good amount of money, but the World Championship is an entirely different league. And I think that they will be able to tap into reserves that they probably didn't tap into tonight. So I say to everyone in the RLCS, in the North American RLCS, be very afraid of Ghost. They are here, and they want that gold.
Oh, absolutely. I think all of these teams tonight have showed us some amazing, amazing potential, but that is it. You're seeing it right now. The bracket is set, and we've got some heavy hitters in that grand final. It's going to be Cloud9 going up against NRG Esports, and their energy is definitely going to be tested after that losers bracket run. So as we get prepped for that, there's one thing. We've got a little bit of an announcement before an announcement. After we get back from this brief commercial break, we're going to talk about the future of these astronaut tournaments. So guys, you want to stay tuned, not just for that great match we've got lined up, but for that announcement as well. So, like I said, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with these grand finals. Stay tuned.